All right. So
Yeah, when I
you know what the
fucking got in
problem
here
is?
and
We're here an hour early?
Well, besides that,
no,
the thing with
Wait a minute.
Facebook, good morning, everybody.
Good
Well,
morning.
besides the
Good
fact I don't know how to tell time, or I can't. In other words, I'm thinking instead of saying, all right, so 12 o'clock my time is 11 o'clock your time, right?
Correct.
Didn't I say 11 o'clock your time?
You did, but somehow I
you
got
said 11
confused.
o'clock. Oh, you did say 11 o'clock.
I told you.
For
Okay,
some
so I'm
reason,
not
I
a
thought it was 10.
retard. You're the retard.
Okay.
Well, two things
I'm
can
the
be
retard.
true
My
at
bad.
once, John. You can be retarded, and we could have gotten the time wrong.
I don't know why, but I always read your times as 1 hour earlier, just automatically,
Well-
because that's the way it's always been. Because you think that no other time zone should exist other than the
Correct.
Jersey time zone.
Yes. All right.
My
Hey,
bad.
does someone want to go over to Discord and in the general just tell them that we're live on Rumble? And so we're live
Yes,
on
I will
Rumble,
go drop a link.
YouTube, and Twitch.
So-
I can't go to Facebook because I don't have 100 people that like my Jamingo Rants page. I need to get more people to like my Jamingo Rants page that I don't do anything
You
with.
mean on Facebook? You got to have that many on your
Yeah.
page on Facebook?
Right now.
Okay,
If I go with Duo, what
gives them
happens?
the right?
That doesn't make sense.
I don't know if
I don't
anybody
like
in the
the
chat can hear you, but
I don't like the fact that I can't do anything with this. It's just it makes its own
Well,
thing.
it-
Like, can I drag people around? No, I can't.
now it did put it on the Sapphire thing.
Aha!
Yeah.
All right, so at the bottom,
auto posted, but it's only
God
Twitch.
damn it. Let me see. I'll move this camera a little bit so I get myself in a frame. There we go. So at the bottom, you move the camera. Like if I want to put Bob on the bottom, Bob on
I'm
the
a
bottom, power bottom, I can move Bob here. But the main guy, I guess I'm the main guy now. Or if I wanted to make Tom the main guy, I move it around from the bottom. You think?
trying to
Well,
drop
I
a
don't
link
know.
to the,
I don't know if Twitch is
Rumble.
glitchy. I'm not 100% sure.
Twitch
All
is
right.
probably glitchy.
I'm going back to but yeah, you would think that you would be able to do something. I'm trying for some reason. See, now Jody's over here in Twitch. I like that. See, I can see it now. Can I put his comment up? Look at that. Bottom Bob. All right. Whoops.
No, right now I'm Rumble Bob.
Right. Oh, I just
Oh,
did something.
fuck.
I didn't like that. Whatever I just did. Okay. Duchess is checking in.
Does
right.
anyone have the Rumble link?
I just dropped it in the
And just
streaming notifications. I'm working
okay, I
on
got it, I
dropping
got
the
it.
link for YouTube because
Okay.
Twitch is asshole.
Twitch asshole. Don't trust Twitch. Twitch asshole.
And then
Mhm.
he said, comment.
So I wasn't really ready. I was going to be ready at 12.
Yeah, my
It
bad.
doesn't matter. No, it's not. It's okay.
I mean, we can leave and come back in an hour.
No.
Go masturbate
It
or
was funny
something.
because I was talking to Duchess
Okay.
today, and I said, I want to try Rumble Studio out tomorrow. I sent a message to Bob, and Bob being Bob didn't respond. So I don't know if he's coming or he's not coming.
I responded.
All right. Bruce isn't here, but I would like to wish Bruce a happy birthday because Duchess said so.
You want me to get out my guitar and like play him
No.
a happy birthday? Because I can.
No.
We may have some one or two people join because I've shared on no agendas. I mean, no
great.
recorded show.
Hey, Bruce, I got you the same thing I got you last year.
No way! You got him the same thing I got him.
Yeah.
Don't ride on my joke, faggot.
You know what's funny? All right, go ahead. Sing him happy birthday.
No, I'm not doing it.
That's so Bob. How Bob is that?
Hey, I've got
That's so Bob.
a fight like hell pick.
That's nice.
Oh, nice.
Mm. All right, I can automatically see that this is nowhere. This, like, if I want
I
to do a
thought we
present,
were gonna test Restream. I don't know why, because I went in
Well-
and like Rumble.
okay, we can do that tomorrow if you want.
Yeah, I'm
Here's-
not doing nothing.
Here's the thing: if I share my screen, like I want to share my screen right now. Heads up, your browser may only partially support screen
Yeah.
sharing audio. Okay. Continue.
You know what I think it is? I think that everybody has developed for Chrome, that Chrome long ago became the new IE. And even though you have browsers that are based on Chrome, because they're not Chrome, really Chrome, then you get that error message.
All right. So now what do I do here? Okay. So I guess I got to go to presentation. All right. So now we're all at the bottom. Okay.
Wow. I see two of me. It's gross.
It is.
It is. It's right over top.
I see two of Tom. My balls just turned into a vagina.
So this one thing here I was going to do, let's make sure that the audio's up. This gentleman here, I was laughing. I was like, everybody, let's start a GoFundMe to start buying tickets.
Hey, I don't know who need to hear this, but hey, look, y'all.
First of all, what the fuck happened at the top of your head?
I know.
He works as a ceiling fan cleaner.
Chimney sweep.
Look at the top of that head. What is going on there? All right, here we go.
We need to protect our brother over there in Africa. What we need to do, everybody need to save up a paycheck, as in brown skin, anybody in America. Since these white folks don't want us over here.
Wait. Stop the tape. How are they going to be able to save a paycheck? Do they know what a paycheck is? Do they have a paycheck?
Well, okay.
That's racist.
See, again, so what we're dealing with here is what they call black fatigue. All right. So now he's like, since they don't want us over here, we're going to save up a paycheck. Yeah. Okay. I'm with you.
I have to brand everything. It's Black Teague.
Black Teague?
I don't know.
All
I
right.
said, I'm an idea man.
Gotcha. All right. So it's Black Teague. All right. So here we go.
Black person. Beat him.
Correct.
Thing that we learned, let's take every damn thing that we got. Everybody, let's go to Africa. Everybody, let's go to Africa. Let's become military. Let's do whatever. Let's take the resources. Let's take the building. Let's take everything that we know. Take that shit to Africa and leave these motherfuckers over here.
The building?
Well, I think what he means is our building skills, our military skills, all the skills that they've learned here. Let's go back to Africa. And I don't know if they put that up for a vote in this country. I think it would overwhelmingly be yes. Because to be honest with you,
make Walmart great again is what he's saying.
You know how the horseshoe, like it's about ready to meet? Because right now we spent all this time trying to desegregate, incorporate all the races together in harmony. And they don't want it's too much of a difference. It's your eyes. It's too much of a difference. You can see a black person or you can see an Asian person or something, and you want to segregate to your own peoples. I think Jody says they won't last 5 seconds in the Congo. Probably not. But oh look, Budwugger's here now. Why is it up at the top?
Well, haven't
because we're at the bottom.
Africa didn't okay. So they're saying that because they were brought over here hundreds of years ago, that all the working people from Africa are now gone. They're over here. And that's why Africa has had zero progress since, right?
But that's cognitive dissonance, because what you're saying is that somehow all the smart Africans
I know what cognitive difference is.
Where all the smart Africans were transported to America to be slaves? So the dumb ones escaped slavery?
Look, what I'm saying is that he wants to take his people back to Africa. And I'm okay with it. Everybody that wants to go back to Africa, all the black people,
now that we got their idea of
liberal
Wi-Fi.
white women, the fat liberal white women that want to go with them, they should go. All right, now Duchess says this is what she says: check X comments. I don't know.
Maybe that means check 10 comments.
No, she's saying, did somebody leave a comment on X, and is it coming through?
Kind of like Malcolm the 10th. Thanks for explaining it, Tom.
Well, I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I don't know what Duchess means.
She means to look at X for comments. I'm going to look.
All right, so no, I can't.
See any of them.
Okay, so when you put something in here, hold on. I got to change it for private. So now I'll change it to all comments. Now, when you send a comment out, it'll go to everybody. Before, Tom, all your comments were just coming to see me. Can I pull them up?
Oh, wait. Yeah,
I don't see any.
It did tell me that we're live. Hold on, I got to turn this down. Let's see. I only see one.
I don't see any X comments here.
Testing. Can you see this in the chat? So no.
All right.
So it doesn't come into the Rumble Studio chat or whatever this is.
Well,
I am seeing Twitch comments. See, there's Twitch comments.
Although I did get in the comments, I got a Brown AC and Plumbing $99 cleaning special. Drain cleaning special.
There you go.
Did that not pop up here in the chat? Maybe that's why they don't pop up, because they run ads in the fucking comments section of a live stream.
No, I mean, I'm sure if somebody's putting ads over there. Again, this was really quick.
It's just a paid for ad. Twitter did that. X did that. Whatever the hell you call it.
Right. Oh, you know what I didn't notice the other day? For some reason, there was a commercial in one of my podcasts. I'm like, what's that about? Why is there a commercial in one of my podcasts? I don't have commercials in my podcast. How all of a sudden is there commercials in my podcast? All right, let me get over to social media. Let me get an X window.
How did you get a podcast in my commercials?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the, peanut butter and chocolate commercial. Oh yeah, Tom's too young to.
All righty. Let me go to my.
You got peanut butter in my chocolate.
Let me go to my profile. It says I'm live. It shows me I'm live. If I click on there,
you're live everywhere.
Click,
except in real life.
All right, hang on. You're gonna hear. We're gonna Tom right now. If I click to this, there's a chat.
And I left 2 comments in the chat, but and those are the only 2 I see there.
Right. They're not here. They're not coming over here.
Yeah.
So Twitter doesn't come here. This is nowhere. Like, this is going to be a fast stream because this is, I don't like this at the bottom, us at the bottom. I'm sure I could bring a video.
That's weird that we see all of us like they should. I don't know. This needs a lot of work.
I know that Eric Hunley has complained a lot about Rumble Studio, both he and Viva, and I think they both quit using it.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Probably your upload platform's selling you out.
He's talking about when you got an ad in your stream or in your podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what's that about? I don't like that at all. I don't like.
Well, don't you pay for your RSS host?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
So then there shouldn't be an ad. Now it may have been placed there by the podcatcher or the listening app that you used.
I've never had that happen. I've used Overcast because I have an iPhone.
I have an iPhone too. I use Podverse.
Oh, okay.
It's a podcasting 2.0 app.
Yeah.
So I can't figure out how to listen to No Agenda's live stream. They're 24-hour noagendastream.com where they just run different podcasts. Metal and Mortgages was on there for a little while, a couple of years.
I know, you told me that.
Yeah,
let's find out what he wants to. I know, I'd be proud too.
Yeah.
Watch how quick they go calling the phone trying to get us back over here.
My man.
Why? Because the crime rate dropped?
I don't think so. And here's the thing, what'll happen? If they go, it'll be all the good black people that'll go. It won't be like maybe him. I don't know. I don't know if he's good or bad. But we'll be left with all the bad black people.
Why? Because the gas stations are actually tolerable to go to again?
I don't know. Hold on. Let's figure it out.
The GOAT, they need us, bro. We entertain them. Football, basketball, soccer.
All right. Wait a minute. Now,
you can still do that in Africa. We'll just watch it over the internet.
First of all, that he does have a point. What would happen in the NBA if all the black people left?
There wouldn't be an NBA.
It wouldn't be watchable. It'd be just a bunch of white guys shooting flat-footed shots from. It'd be going back to the 1960s before you had black people in the.
Who would
NBA.
Our politicians pander to?
Well, they couldn't pander to Mexicans because the Mexicans are voting Republican because they have more traditional values.
We'll have to fire like 3/4 of the fucking police force in this country.
I thought we already did that with defund the police.
Well, you say that, Bob. I mean, that's not true. There's still white crime.
They're going to get bored and quit anyway because there's not going to be anybody to shoot.
They're not going to get... You mean the ones that they... Okay. What does that mean? You mean the ones that one-y?
Gotta what? Did he delete his comment?
No, but it looks like it came out when he put it on screen.
That's my buddy.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I don't know what I think he mistyped.
He fat finger shit, or he likes to talk his dictation, and it doesn't always come out good.
Oh, yeah. I can't use, because of my Delco South Jersey accent and my lazy fat tongue, I can't use voice to text. Budweiser says the NHL will thrive. Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like what happens is when you put a comment on the screen, it comes out of the chat, and then when
it
you
pulls
take
it from the
It
pulls
goes
it
to
from
the
the
top.
list for us. I don't
It
know
goes
if
to
that
the
does
top.
it for the admin.
That's a
Right.
good point.
Goes to the top so I can turn it off. It's okay. I mean, here's the thing. If I was doing a solo show, I would be okay with this.
Mhm.
I didn't know you played guitar solos.
I don't.
Oh.
I don't. Although I was thinking about
Oh, you
learning
mean by
it.
yourself?
Right. All right. I got a couple. Let's finish this dude up.
If we quit all of this stuff, what do they got? Nothing.
Well, less crime.
Have you seen Mexico?
We would have less crime. We would we'd be able to go to a movie and hear it.
We could lower taxes.
Yeah.
How many white boys it take to screw in a light bulb?
One. Just one. We know how to do it.
How many police
Hey,
does it take?
My
to
brother, we
run a light
invented it.
bulb?
We invented the light bulb. Oh, here's the other thing. When you go back, you can't take everything on our tech. You can't take light bulbs. You can't take any of that. You can't.
None. They can't screw. How many cops gonna run around and shooting up?
That's
other white
actually a good
folks that's
joke.
out here?
Did you shut up?
No, he was right. That was a good joke. That was a good joke. We can't screw.
Yeah, but I've never heard white people jokes. I had five black guys work for me, right?
Yeah.
And I asked them constantly, please tell me
Well,
white jokes.
white people
Tell me
jokes
white
are
jokes. We got black
Italian.
jokes. Tell me white jokes. Man, black people ought to joke.
Well, we got.
No, that's not what I said.
Oh no, that's not true. There are white people joke. There's one. We can't.
They
we
wouldn't
can't
tell
screw.
me any.
Well, maybe they just didn't know any.
None. Y'all got to think. We the power.
All right, fight the power,
Hey.
my friend. Fight the power.
Obviously, an English scholar.
All right, here's another. I like this one. Here's another one here. Let's see. Let's get the volume's up. Here we go.
I have a theory about white people, and I'm about to let y'all know right now. So I feel like they don't really have anything to hold on to, like they don't have something that's like that makes them proud of their race, really. Because it's like we have like stuff like other ethnic groups, we have like stuff that we've overcome that can make us proud to.
Could you imagine tomorrow if we started a white pride group? We would be drummed out of the country. You can't
Just
have a white
imagine-
pride.
Just imagine tomorrow if you made the opposite of this video. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Well, no, I'm just saying. Could you see right now if we started a white pride thing? Like, hey, we're proud of our race. You know.
You know why we don't have to start white pride? Because there was an empire upon which the nation set. There was an empire upon which the sun never set, and that empire was one run by white people that came from an island.
Right.
They went all the way around the globe. There's a reason that we speak English instead of Native American.
Okay, I agree with that. I understand that, but basically Hitler and the Ku Klux Klan ruined any kind of white pride that we can have. We can't have white pride anymore. I'd start one tomorrow.
Unless you're Russian, they can do
Well,
white pride.
Italians, you can be proud of where you came from.
Yes,
Greek, you can be a Polish, be proud of being Polish, Italian, a British, Irish.
but you can't be proud of being French. There's
Why
nothing to
would
be
you?
proud of.
No. I mean, your president gets smacked in the face by his wife. Maybe
I keep telling people she didn't smack him. She had just itched her butt crack and was like, "Here, smell this."
smell my fingers.
Yeah.
I saw something that said
know-
that apparently he had done
Or his
coke
butt
as he
crack.
was getting off the plane, and the reason she slapped his nose was to get rid of the powder.
She smacked his face, not his nose.
Yeah, she just like gave him one. She just put two hands
She
to his
like pushed his face.
Mm.
like I want to do to you right now.
Boy, he's
You're
very,
being
very,
awfully aggressive
very
today.
hostile.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what
Right.
people pay for. That's why they're in it. Click on that donations thing. Check that out. Boom.
Zero.
Zero
Shut the
donation.
fuck up, Tom. Why you got to ruin everything? Jesus Christ,
All right, we got to meet the
fourth
goal.
wall.
The goal today is $5. Let's see if we can get $5. Meet the goal. Let's see if anybody
295 to the
listens.
goal.
Rumble rants. Let's see if we get any Rumble rants.
Be
Cash App Boomer
Black,
Bunker.
proud to be Latinx, proud to be Middle Eastern, proud to be Asian and stuff like that. Like white people, they don't have that. And since they don't have that, they try to like make up shit
We
to
don't
be
have to.
proud to be white. It's like, are y'all like, y'all getting me?
We're not
Nope.
allowed to be.
They
And
try
again,
to like
we already
oppress
have. We
themselves,
came
or,
up
like,
with
they
democracy. We
hold
came
on
up
to,
with
like-
republics. These were ideas that came from the Greeks. The Romans then embraced them.
We came up
That
with
went over to
slavery.
London.
Hello.
Wait a minute. Are the Greeks white? Are they white?
Sure. They're
Yeah.
Caucasian.
No. Greek.
Yes.
That's in Africa.
No. What do you mean Greek is in Africa?
Greek's not in Africa. It's not in Africa. It's north of the Mediterranean, dummy.
Caucasian people came out of the Caucasus Mountains. They're displaced Russians, effectively.
Fuck my caucus.
They went
Guess what?
west across the continent and they created Europe.
You know something? I'd like having Tom on the feed. He has this worthless knowledge that we don't have, which is actually knowledge. And he actually tells us, where we came from. This is great. I love this.
It's like having a live fact check.
Yes.
Fact
Yes.
check true.
We found
he's dead inside.
found the purpose for Tom. We've just done it. It's amazing.
Pull up Duchess's comment.
Where is Duchess?
It's just the emoji. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's laughing.
Yeah, and again, listen, if we could go back in time, like
think
into
China
the 1600s or whatever, we started bringing it. When did we bring the slaves over, Tom?
2 weeks ago.
16th century, 17th century.
16th,
close.
17th century. All right, so we go there, and as soon as the first boats show up, we go, nope, turn the fuck around, take them back. Take them back. We don't need them. Oh, no, but you know what they'll do? You can use them as slaves. We'll pick our own cotton. We'll do all that shit. We'll sweep our own stuff. We'll have more children. We'll have more white children to do our bidding. Take them back. Take them back right now. When they can get here on their own, then we'll allow them in. But take them back, please. I'm sorry, but I know that. I know I would do that. No.
What about the half ones?
Mulattoes?
Like Obama type.
Half what? There wasn't
Like
any
them
half
too?
back then.
Take them too. I'm not talking about. I'm talking
Oh,
about
you
now.
mean the other guy? You're talking about the other guy?
Yeah,
They should go back?
I kind of like it here. I want to stay.
I say that any black people that like it here should stay here. And any black people that would
There you
like
go.
to go back to Africa, go back to Africa. Listen, if you want to get right down to it, Africa is an untapped, humongous continent that has the amazing ability to be developed. I mean, you could build roads, you have infrastructure, build cities. You could do it's just nothing. It's nothingness over there. Not all of it, but a lot of it. Jody says,
Do you know why?
they're Africans.
Do you know why you can't build infrastructure in Africa?
I don't, but I guess I'm going to find out.
Because you can't keep them from fighting each other long enough so that you can build a road.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They go back and with their people and say, listen, you know what? Calm down. We're going to build shit. All right.
Yeah, go over there
first
and
thing you do-
white top roads.
Here's the first thing you do. You take a bunch of fat white liberal women over there and you build a strip club. And
Oh,
then
God.
while they're all in there with the strip club, you get the other ones out there working, building things. Just saying.
I mean, honestly, I think the way that you would do it, it would have to be a harsh oppression. And that's not really a comment on race. It's just a comment on you have to stop the Civil War violence.
Yeah. Well,
So that
again,
means you have
we
to be
don't.
more violent.
No, that's
So we-
no.
we sent
okay.
cops over there.
According to the last gentleman in that video, that doesn't exist. It's just a blank slate for them to
Right.
create Wakanda on.
So is this a case of the cobbler's children has no shoes?
I don't know, but I
What
another
the
thing that
fuck
drives me
gay
crazy.
books are you reading? Stop. What
So,
I do, look, I want to go. I want to
Yes.
be able to go on a cruise, and I can't because every time I watch a video about, oh, this is on a TikTok, we're on a cruise, it looks like the Jenkins family fucking reunion, and I'm not interested. Sorry.
Here's what you do: you have a price for white people and a price for black people, and you take the price for black people and you double it. This way, people that can afford a cruise, the black
That's
people that
racist.
can afford a cruise, will behave because they work and what they have is they have
Au
these
contraire,
economy
they
things.
be like, I paid good money for this shit, motherfucker.
Nah, I don't agree with
Yeah,
that.
okay.
All right, so P blow
Paul.
blank.
His name's Paul.
Paul says the Moors had Caucasian slaves for centuries.
Mm-hmm.
You know that shit, do you?
Well, in fact, the first slaves that came to what ultimately became the United States in the New World were white people, and they were indentured servants.
Yeah, we enslaved the Irish. We brought them over here because we couldn't understand them. We still can't understand them with that.
And then what happened? If you were in New York, you couldn't throw a rock without hitting an Irishman.
Right.
Or if you didn't hit an Irishman, then an Irishman would arrest you.
I thought that's why you threw rocks.
Bud
Was
Vuggers
to
wants to
hit
make a
Irishmen.
movie. Medea goes to international waters.
All-
Yeah, I'm not.
Medea goes home.
Oh, Bud Vugger. Elon should start his own electric power company. Call it White Power. That's a good joke. See, is when I go to touch it, it goes to the other one. I don't like this.
Well, stop touching it.
You know something? I'm gonna make I'm gonna pen a very strongly worded email to Rumble Studios and tell them everything that needs to be fixed here.
and
Do
that
you
will go
think
to
this might work?
/dev/null.
As a streaming platform, do you think that this might work as like if you were by yourself?
Yes, yeah, I think it would work. If you're by yourself or maybe two people. Like right now,
How difficult was it to add your streaming channels that you go to? How
Very
difficult
easy.
was that to add?
All right, so right now
Easy?
I can go to Duo. So it's about now. Say something, Tom.
Something.
Okay, so we can hear Tom. We just can't see Tom.
But I don't know if they can because I briefly watched back. I just kind of like skipped through what we did yesterday, so I could hear what was on the client side, or sorry, on the what. Anyway, and that part where I was doing the chime thing,
Mm-hmm.
where I was doing the.
Yeah.
You threw up like the placeholder, JPEG.
Huh?
Would you fuck off? Stop. Sorry. And there was no audio during that because
Tom
you
says,
pulled
"I'll
us
tell you
out.
what." Jody says, "I'll tell you what this show needs is some funny." All right. And we just. I can't see him, but did hear him.
Jody,
Yeah.
make it funny.
That's what we have the chat for. Feed us jokes, please.
You want to hear a dirty joke, Jody?
Don't do it, but go ahead.
Horse fell down in the mud.
I knew it. Paul says, I'm not interested in a cruise because I don't want diphtheria. I don't know. I don't mind. I wouldn't mind a cruise. A cruise would be fine. I know people that go on them all the time. I have friends that go once a year. They go on cruises and they don't have a problem. Well, they haven't. I don't know about lately. I haven't talked to them. But, I was going to save this one for Boomer Bunker just to aggravate Duchess, but I won't.
Yeah, do it here.
Here we go. Hang on a second. Let me stop this and get it. There we go. Oh, that's right. I got to go down here and hit it.
Invite participants from here. That's weird.
Come on. Oh, I know why. I got to put it in. Okay, this is way too. That's no good.
Yeah,
go back and
again an episode of Content Kings.
Hold on. Let me try this
He's
again.
stream
All right.
sniping us. Stream
Share a
sniping
window.
them, stream sniping us. Stream sniping them.
And then here we go. This should be it. All right. So here we have, this is the lunar lander on the moon. And they're like, how did this happen? This is in the 60s or early 70s. I don't know which one this is.
This
But they
is so. This was filmed by Stanley Kubrick. Got it. Go.
Right. So here it is.
It's 3, 2, 1. Ignition. Right away, Houston. Vector grid.
I played this video game.
All right. Who's working the camera? Do we have a camera that would pan back? Like, watch. 3, 2, 1. It pans back.
They had a GoPro that had AI that would follow.
Right. And then it follows it up and out of the picture. Bye.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They didn't have this capability. Who was taking the film? Who did that?
Actually, that would have been possible in the 60s.
You think so?
I think so.
I don't know.
It would have been very ingenious, but it could have been done.
Well, the size of the cameras back then, they were the size of like a cooler.
Of a lunar lander.
Yeah, they were huge.
That was certainly true in the 50s. You could have shrunk something in the 60s. And remember, NASA had an unlimited budget, so money wasn't an issue. I mean, I'm not saying that you would have had, something iPhone size or anything, but
I knew this was coming.
Who said that?
that was Bob.
I'm Zigger from the planet Zigzag.
Yeah, I got it. Here it is.
I'm Zip Tie from the planet Zigzag. I did this.
I like my name better.
Yeah, no, you're not a zip tie. I am the zip tie. You're just a
I said
fake
Zigger.
Zigger.
I'm a white Zigger.
All right, hang on. I got one more.
I think Bob's back is feeling better. He's ready to go paint. What do you think, John?
No, I like it. I like this.
Where'd that come
Here, see, this was when they went over to Africa. They were training, or they were teaching the Africans over there how to do things.
You must understand, these people had been completely isolated from civilization. No one had ever outlined a physical fitness
This is
program
airplane,
for
isn't
them,
it?
and they had no athletic equipment.
Probably.
I started them on simple calisthenics and gradually worked them up to
Gregory Hines.
rudimentary game skills and finally advanced competitive theory. I was patient with them, and they were eager to learn. They seemed to enjoy themselves. It was probably due to the advanced American teaching techniques that we were able to bridge the generations of isolation and communicate so successfully with them all.
See, I told you the NBA would suffer if all the blacks went back to Africa. I can't go any further because there's a thing I got to use for Duchess. Here's one. You ever see that's the thing? It's the cheese roll in I forget where it's at. I think it's over in England. They roll a thing of cheese,
a wheel of cheese.
A wheel of cheese down, and they chase it. I can't believe that they do this. First of all, I can't believe. Is there any way to make this bigger? Let's try something. There we go. That works. Let's make it
Video
bigger.
Viagra.
There we go. Look at this guy.
Oh my God. Holy shit. Did he just break dance
Watch.
all the way down?
Here they're running. There goes one.
Is this like to troll like hungry people? Like, people that don't have food?
I don't know. Look at them.
This looks like some kind of an event that was, began by some king. It was like, hey, we need the thing. We need to feed the fucking hungry, right? Well, here, take this wheel of cheese and throw it down a hill. Let them go chase it and fight for it.
I got to tell you, this to me is like what white people do. White people, this is how we kill ourselves.
Hey, y'all, watch this.
I can't get this all in the frame. Let me try to see if I get this in the frame. I'll back this up again. So here,
Hold my ale.
look at that. I mean, it's gotta hurt.
Like that backflip thing he did.
That's gotta hurt. Here goes the cheese. Now they got to chase it. And there goes that one guy. Damn. I don't understand. Look at him.
Gee, how are there not broken bones and like
There's gotta be
ambulances
broken
just waiting at
bones.
the bottom of the hill?
The one guy's he's just got shorts on, no
How good
shirt.
is that fucking cheese?
I don't know. Maybe there's a prize for it. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't really understand it.
Paul says, "Excuse me, stewardess. I speak jive.
I speak jive." She goes over and starts slapping him.
Lay him on a quick, Black. Ain't no proper Jack.
Mm-hmm. All right. So 2 people went to the hospital. Only 2? Oh, I guess that one guy that did was
and that
in
was
midair.
because they ate all the cheese and they were blocked up. They had to get the butter knife in the anus, like a ketchup bottle.
I'm surprised with their socialistic medicine that they weren't told you did something stupid and we're not even going to see you. Go home and die.
Yeah. I've got 2 very, very good Duchess reacts to the world. I have 2 really, really good ones for this week. So I can't scroll up because she'll see them and then it'll ruin it.
I tried watching a couple of the Grand Rapids retards videos on his TikTok this morning.
Oh yeah,
I did not understand any of them. They don't make sense.
Now that's something when Bob says it doesn't make sense.
It's just clips of him talking about things that, like, I guess if you were there, you'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, that I remember that part. It was kind of interesting. But overall, there's nothing of value, nothing to make you laugh. You know, the TikTok clip or the real clip, right? That should be some moment of the show that was worth, worth, clipping and putting out there, make people 30 seconds made me laugh. That was good. No, this is just a guy got sick at Whataburger and he took him to court. Oh boy.
Well, maybe he who shall not be named was trying to make sure that he had no listeners, no
Don't
viewers.
you genderize that retard.
All right, here's a portion of the show where I have to say we still have to make our goal of $5. All right, so we have 6 people.
Are you monetized over there?
Yeah, I am. I have 6
Really?
people here. All right,
Don't make me give you $5 because I will.
Each one of you needs to send me $1, except Tom. Don't send me $1, Tom.
Tom has to give him 20 just for being our friend.
Yeah, we need a donation here, ladies and gentlemen.
What, an asshole like you?
Rumble rant, something. We need $1. Somebody send us $1.
I'm surprised that fucking that Aaron hasn't called it a Tonation yet.
That's a good idea. Tonation.
See, I'm an idea man.
He's all fired up now because of everything that's going on that they did with the Hackamania, and they have that little this little piggy
like DoubleCon or something,
right? So now he's all fired up and screaming about that again. So it's before it was unwatchable. Now it's really, really unwatchable. The best part of this is go ahead. The best part about this is this Friday coming up. So this little piggy will be amazing because they'll break it all down.
Is it going to be on NLO?
No, I think it's going to be this week. It's going to be on Who Are These Podcasts?
What?
So, yeah. So it should be.
Yeah.
Good.
Today he was bagging pretty hard. I guess he had a video of Nick, and he was bagging on it pretty hard. Like, I don't know, over. He spent too much time on it. I lost interest because I don't follow all that fucking dabble bullshit.
Nobody cares.
I care less about it.
I understand. How many super chats did you send him?
0 today, and plus he doesn't. I don't do that. I don't watch on YouTube. YouTube's for homeless.
Rumble rants.
Yeah, how many Rumble rants did you send him?
Bob sends a Rumble rant.
I didn't give him any. I haven't given him any in like a couple of weeks.
Right.
Yeah. And then when I did, everybody was bagging on him for being bald, and then randomly he just began talking about Phil Collins. So I sent him. It happened to be like a Rumble Friday where you pay $5, you can get a whole song played from with a YouTube link. So I gave him $5.
Speaking of Rumble, we haven't made the goal yet. We're still $5 away. We haven't gotten a dime yet. So anybody here would like to come over and give us $1?
If we hit the goal, John said that he would take his shirt off live on camera
for $5. I don't think
Yeah,
Hey,
if
you
you
got to
use
start
Cash App.
somewhere.
I'm not taking my shirt off for
If you use
$5.
Cash App, it's Cash App Boomer Bunker, or it's hashtag Boomer
No.
Bunker.
Yeah, I got to set up a Venmo, PayPal.
I've already got the Boomer Bunker one. Yeah, it's hashtag Boomer Bunker.
What? Oh, you do? You have a Cash App?
It's been like that since I was a long time ago. I was on the show. I
Dutch
don't know
says
how to
it's
change
$10.
it.
John will keep his shirt on.
I can hear Duchess getting her credit card out right now. She's going to donate $100 to the show.
For 20, I will
No,
pull
no.
out
Shots
my penis.
fired.
$20, I will pull out my junk. It'll be under the desk and you won't see it, but
Right.
but it'll be out for show.
Well, wait a minute. How would that be any different than if you stood up?
Shut the fuck up, Tom. You don't get the joke.
Oh, apparently you didn't get mine.
I'm sure I owe you for something. I don't know what that means, but yeah.
Well, I'm gonna get off this donations tab that I'm watching because there's nothing going on.
There's nothing there.
yet.
It's very depressing that I'm looking at.
You have
the
a deadbeat
donations tab.
audience.
Well, it's because I
Your
haven't
audience
had
is
my
almost as bad
opportunity to
as your-
shine.
As your panel of co-hosts.
I don't even know. Do you have to put I don't even know anything about it. And again, I'm teasing. We're doing the Aaron M. Holt thing, but no. When we did Brand X, Bruce, happy birthday, Bruce, sent us $30. I was like, holy
Wow.
shit! I was amazed. I was amazed.
How did
When
he
we
do-
weren't even
what,
on the
did he do
video.
that on Rumble?
Yeah, you got to Rumble at the bottom, and there's a little in the chat. There's a little dollar sign there that you can send a Rumble rant, and you can, and then that your what would you call it? Your chat will come up. See, because a lot of places don't. Yeah, you know something. I'm with you, Duchess. Brand X gets all the dollars.
Well, I mean, you got to advertise. You got to give people a way to give you money.
Honest to God, I don't. Here's the deal: we have Boomer Bob show. $1. We got $1 from Boomer Bob. That Bob guy is awesome.
You know what,
It shows up in donations. That's kind of cool.
John?
It
I
does show up in
think you and
donations.
I should split that $1.
Do you think so?
I think so.
I think I'm keeping it all.
How much do they keep?
I
don't know that. I'd have to double check.
10%. I
No,
think.
I don't think.
I'll find out.
I think they're like YouTube and they keep like 40%.
Mhm.
No, it's lower. It might be 20%. I know that for a year they were taking nothing to try to get people to stream on Rumble, but I think that ended.
Right.
They might be taking
I think
30%.
Kick was doing that too. I don't know about Kick
Yeah,
now.
Kick was. But see, Kick does Kick take money or does Kick take? Like, I think they have like coins or diamonds or some bullshit that they give you. Same thing with Twitch. Twitch gives you give them like you donate something in Twitch and it's not dollars. It's
You get bits.
Yeah.
Bits.
You know what I'm
And those every kind of an average is for every 100 bits you donate, $1 goes to the actual,
Okay.
I'm surprised that locals isn't something that's in the top right hand corner, given that Rumble bought locals, and you can stream on. Locals.
I could
thought
stream
that they
two
pulled
locals.
apart.
I could
I
stream
thought
two
that
locals.
they pulled apart because I was subscribed to Revenge of the Sis and Crowder and all that, and that would be on locals, and then they just parted way. I don't know what happened. I don't
No,
watch it enough
'cause
to.
End of last year or sometime this year, all the locals people had to get Rumble accounts, so they're
Right.
still together.
Right.
Right. But
So-
I think they're trying to drive the locals folk to Rumble.
I think that's true, but I don't think that locals is going anywhere. And the reason for that is that you can have a community so that, when you're not streaming, but people are part of your community, they can make their own post. And
Paul, that's because he's not monetized on YouTube because you can't get monetized when you say faggot.
Yeah, right.
Unless you are one and you're doing dick or dildo videos.
Yeah, but if anybody plays your dick or dildo video, they get struck.
Well, because it's copyright.
I guess.
hey,
It's
Peebo,
unfair. It's unfair. Yeah. Stop it.
Oh, come on.
Whoops.
PayPal.com. Pay me real. Are you kidding me?
What?
PayPal. Tom dropped his fucking PayPal link in there.
Don't do. How do I get that out of there?
It says only
Oh,
Rumble's going to
only
read
Rumble
it,
people
which
can
is
see
two
it.
people
Okay.
anyway. So
Okay.
No, 9.
both of them,
Actually, I'm one of
both
them.
of them are broke. Both of them got fucking mouths to feed. I don't mean that they're broke like bad thing. Oh my god!
Oh my
you
god,
just
we got
cost
another.
yourself whatever that fee
John
is.
Domingo is the best kept secret of podcast sent by John Domingo. Thank you.
I wonder what else John Domingo thinks about podcasting.
So
I would
Rumble's
enter goal.
revenue sharing model says that donations on
terrible.
Rumble Talk is 90-10. I don't know what the fuck Rumble Talk is.
Mm-hmm. Jesus Christ! Now people are putting their goddamn Cash App there. Fuck all of you. I'm taking that out. How do I? Nope. Look at you guys. All right. Can you mass message verified accounts on? Can you mass message? Can you mass message verified accounts on X? I don't know what that means. Duchess calls us all you beggars. Let me see if there's this one.
Yeah, Duchess, if you like, you can share your OnlyFans
Oh,
link.
shit. I don't know if Bud means like a group DM, kind of like you just
Yeah, I don't know that.
DM all of your. I don't know.
I must have found it. I got one for. I guess it'll be for the Boomer Bunker tomorrow night. It should be. I can't do it right now, but because I have to take it off my phone. I think. Do I have to take it off my phone? Well, I could do that real quick.
You could run your phone through your board.
No. I got to use the video. It's a video. It is here. All right, let me send this to myself. Okay, this would be a good one. You should stream to locals. It's much better crowd. You have to have if you're in locals, you have to have people subscribe to locals. We don't have that.
I mean, like paying subscribers?
No.
Yeah, basically.
No.
Oh, no? You don't have to?
No, you can subscribe to a community without paying for it. Kind of like
but
you can
usually
on
none of the
Substack.
content will be. They won't.
Well, that's up to the content creator if they put it behind a paywall or not. Like America's Untold Stories and Laid Back Law both streamed locals, and I haven't had a subscription to them for a while just because I haven't been able to afford it. But I can still watch their entire episodes. On the other hand, Viva Barnes, they put it behind a paywall, so you can only get a minute and a half preview out of their 3-hour streams.
All right, so let's do presentation, and let's do this. Bob will like this. Where'd Bob go? Bob left. There's Bob. All right, here we go. We're talking about Black Teague. Is that what you called it? Bob, turn his mic off.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm just mashing buttons.
All right, here you go, Bob. You'll like this.
I had somebody ask me last night what I thought about black fatigue, and I've been under a rock.
Wait a
I didn't
minute,
know
let's
if
try
there
it.
was something that existed like that.
What's going
But
on
after
here?
I've now come out of the black fatigue rabbit hole on TikTok, all that stuff just reminds me of Chris Rock, 1996, Bring the Pain. That's almost 30 years ago. And he asked a question. He said, who's more racist, white people or black people? His answer, black people.
Black people hate black people too.
And everything that white people hate about black people really don't like about black people. But he also said there was a civil war going on at that time. And that war still continues. And it's between black people and Regins. And Regins have got to go. And why? Because anytime black people want to go out and have some fun, ignorant ass Regins come and mess it up. He was talking about you couldn't keep a disco open for more than 3 weeks. He was saying you couldn't go to the movies then without
Grand
having somebody
opening?
shooting at the screen.
Grand closing.
What are we dealing with now? You can't go into Lululemon without finding somebody wearing bonnets and the Lululemons throwing it back and twerking in the middle of the
I think
store.
it means
to shoot
Lululemon.
Video for social media.
Let him go.
Or you can't even go to Popeyes anymore without worrying about a manager shooting his employee in the parking
I think
lot
it
while
means
you're trying to get
Pope-yes.
some chicken. Come on, man. That's nothing that any black person wants to be associated with. But unfortunately, that's the example that we're getting for everybody to look at. And for me, I've always tried to distance myself from that ratchet stuff that we're always out there dealing with and being associated with. And it's come at the cost of a lot of quote unquote black people telling me that I'm not black enough, or even worse, I'm the whitest black person that they've ever come in contact with. Or when they hear me talk, you sound white. Well, how come enunciating
have a
your words
decent
properly
predator.
is something given to
So you don't drive a Challenger or a Charger.
So I like the name Region.
Mm-hmm.
Region. That's a good name.
Because it's backwards. Region.
Right. Whatever. But can I get in trouble for that? I don't think I can get in trouble for that.
Not on.
What if you name the episode that?
I could. I might. Don't put it past me. I definitely might.
Just spell white backwards and the other word backwards.
Can't do any of that stuff. I'm not fast enough to do that stuff.
I'll do it right now in the chat.
Jesus. I can't even put that up, Jody. I don't know if I'm going to do that.
So there were two towns in Alabama that both applied to get a post office at roughly the same time. One was called Palmer, the other was called Palmerdale. And Palmerdale got the post office first, and Palmer's application was rejected. So in order to solve the problem, they spelled the name of their town backwards, and now Remlap, Alabama, also has a post office.
Worthless what
trivia.
would you call it? Trivia. Worthless trivia by Tom.
We need a jingle.
We need a jingle for worthless trivia by Tom. All right. I don't know where Bob went. Bob left his building. I've had about enough. I've had about enough of Rumble Studio.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's okay. I mean, in a pinch.
Well, I'm surprised you didn't say anything about, scenes or what have you, or that the video was coming up behind us and it wasn't in a window. We didn't move to the side or go to the bottom or.
Yeah, we just go to the bottom and then we're at the bottom and you don't see the full window that you're sharing,
but
or the video.
Part of that is if you look at the top of your screen, or at least for me, I can see like background, auto, solo, duo, and then presentation.
Yeah, right.
I'm guessing that those would be like your, not really scenes, but.
Right. If I go to background, it'll take us both out of here, I think. See, now you can hear us, but we're out.
Right.
Now, if I got to go to auto.
So that'll just do what it was.
And then duo, since there's only two of us, it doesn't change anything. Or I can go solo. And since I'm all the way on the left, I'll be here and you won't. And then you can see that the camera angle now, you can see my steps behind me, which I can't stand. So that's why I do this. And now Bob's back.
Yay. And then just out of curiosity, if you go to presentation, I'm guessing
I had to go throw Tom's mom mistake.
Presentation only works when you like right now I have presentation, but I don't have a video up. Let me bring a video, see which video is this up. Oh,
Tom is like an Uncle John's toilet book in real life. Who the fuck is Uncle John?
There used to be a thing that
you
a book that would be the Uncle John's. It would have facts and stories and stuff that you would use before you had phones. You used to read shit in the bathroom. There would be a book or magazine thing in there that you could read that usually smelled like piss. So everything you read smelled
you
like
mean
piss.
Like Digest?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So now I can share my screen. I'll share a window, but I won't play it because some people will be offended. But this was the only video I had. So, all right. So this, and again, you can't see.
And you can't rearrange.
Yeah, I can't rearrange anything. And he's cut off at the bottom. I don't like this at all. I don't
Did they have like a Rumble Studio app maybe where you could do this like on a tablet? No, that would be.
Yeah. On, I know that you have Rumble Studio on iPad. I know you have that because
I know that they have the Rumble app. I don't know if those are two different things.
There you go. The Grand Rapid retard.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, he doesn't know anything about the lore.
Yeah. You don't know anything about
I knew
anything?
some. I thought that meant something else.
No, the GRR is the Grand Rapid retard. I dubbed the Grand Rapid retard. Duchess
I
can't
dubbed him
stand
the GRA when I was on the show. It's Grand Rapid asshole.
Oh, I think Grand Rapids asshole, Grand Rapids retard. I think Grand Rapids retard has more of a jingle to it.
It's got a familiar ring to it.
Right.
Artin.
I thought you were talking about Dean.
No.
Grand Rapids racist.
Okay. That works. Grand Rapids racist that was married to a black woman and has a half black son.
Right. That's the joke. Thank you. and calls you once a week, each of them.
Yeah, each of them. I get half black Neil and Dean sends the only voicemails we get. Hey, Tom, can I trouble you to do something for the Boomer Bunker?
What's that?
Could you call into the voice line and leave a Tom's terrific trivia question or statement of the week of the show?
Sure.
That would be good. You know, Tom's
Just
worthless
call in
trivia.
and ask Dean to guess what movie you watched last night.
Dean, I have a question for Dean. Dean, do you know what movie I watched last night?
If you do, call 1-900.
Call me back.
Yeah, apparently you aggravate Dean. He's not a Tom fan, but that's all right. All right. I think I'll have time to do one of these tomorrow. Noon my time, 11 o'clock your time. Are you guys up for that tomorrow?
I will. I've got a client that.
Really? You're into homosexual prostitution now?
It's Bob.
The fuck? I'm gonna be here. So if that's the case, you're allowed to be here. Well, actually, no, you're not. I'd rather.
So tomorrow we will do Restream. Just saying. He said Dean hates everyone. That's not true. Dean doesn't hate everyone. And Duchess says, hey, pays the bills. Prostitution pays the bills. Tomorrow, me, Tom, and Edward. Or, I don't know what that means. Jody's driving.
I think he's saying that those three are gonna have sex.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you want to
I think he just wants me off the show. He wants to take my place. Jody doesn't like me anymore.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Jody and I and someone else do an episode together?
How would I know? I barely know what I
did. You ever have him on the Rubberneckers?
Who, me?
Did you ever have Tom on Rubberneckers?
No.
John?
No.
Oh, okay. Jody, let's get back because again, this is why I don't do the chat because I miss too much. It says Dean hates everyone.
Me, Tom, and
Edward. I don't think Jody hates. I don't think Dean hates Jody. He doesn't like Edward. I know that. He doesn't need that.
Hey, Jody, that cost extra. Cash App, Boomer Bunker.
There we go. Jody doesn't like Bob. He loves him.
Yeah, there you go.
Team Tom all the way. I got to tell you, yesterday was fun. It was. I was listening back to it because I went back and processed the audio to see how it would sound, and I uploaded it to my phone so I could listen to it, and it was a lot of fun. We got into some Tom lore.
I'd like to have Peebo Blank on the stream. I'm telling you right now, he'll light everybody up.
Is he set up?
I don't think he is. He could probably, you have to use his phone, like one of them.
No,
I don't know. I don't know what he has. Like, he'd come over here and do it.
No,
he's one of the. I'm telling you though, this dude could argue anything.
We now have
anybody.
We now have 13 people watching on Rumble.
Here's the deal.
And pointing it out now, we have 10.
Bob, I can't really trust your judgment. You are the ones that introduced us to Tom.
And
okay,
Soft Weekly.
He makes a good point.
Oh, and Soft Weekly. Jesus.
I brought Soft over from Who's Right. Because he just sounded like a fucking, like he's got like a head injury and he's always drunk. So I thought that's awesome people.
Yeah, no offense, Pete, but Tom Bob's record's not the best as in recommendations. But
it's
Paul. Thank you. Paul, not Pete.
Yeah.
Pete,
No, Paul. He is who I said yesterday I had recorded about an hour-long episode with, just doing kind of a mic check kind of thing. And I couldn't get the audio level of the MP3 that I pulled out, but and then you began talking about like the Lufsen stuff. Well, I didn't edit it. I just bounced it out, and like the volume just wasn't. And I have all the meters right. I have my mic levels right. I know what I'm doing there. But for some reason, when it bounces it out, it's just low. I don't know why. So I did like an hour long, chat.
How's this have anything to do with Paul?
It was with Paul that I was doing that hour long chat.
Oh,
that I
okay.
did. I mean, I've got the audio of it. It just, I don't know.
Well, I mean, we could teach Paul how to do this. We could get him a microphone. I mean, look what we've done with Tom. Look at this. I mean, the amount of look what we've done with Tom. I mean, he was just a chatter, and now look at him. He's here. He's got a mixer and a microphone and headphones.
Yeah, I kind of owe the world a fucking apology for that one.
Not really. He's doing better. We're bringing him along. I mean, Soft Weekly's a waste.
Well, but see, they kind of tend to just delete themselves eventually if you wait long enough. They just drink themselves into a just non-existence.
Oh my God. The one time that Soft Weekly set up this big thing, he's going to have this big episode. He had Carl from WATP. He had, I forget, he had a bunch of people on there. Like, I can't even remember who they were all on there. And he had Dave producing it. Dave, Man Brain Dave. It was a train wreck.
I was with him all the time.
Yeah, it was.
He used to bring me in on those like live streams that he would do, and he would have an entire plan. He ran like his mixer that he used for his live streams was like it was a 32 channel mixer you would use to run sound at a bar, not something you use with your computer to do a live stream.
Correct.
If that tells you anything about Soft.
You don't like somebody that has the aesthetic of Saw meets Pee-wee's Playhouse? I don't know.
That's kind of right. He's not wrong there.
I don't know.
He can wax intellectual about just about anything, and he's pretty damn quick on the draw. So
that's great. All right, everybody, we're going to bounce out of here. Thank you for hanging in here and letting us test this. Just it's not a good interface. I'm sorry. It's just not.
We'll try Restream tomorrow without Thomas, and it'll for surely be better just because of that.
All right. So Jody says, think out somebody's got a memory. It was Carl, Dave, Bob, Devin, Eric Zane, and Brandon from the what's his name?
Oh,
Drew.
God, yeah, we did have all them.
It was Drew and Mike, but now it's
remember
the Drew Lane
Soft
podcast.
You remember Soft paid that $100 for us to talk to Jerry? What the hell? What was his name? Jerry. Jody knows the Jerry guy, the freaking weirdo.
Oh, Jerry.
God, oh my God, remember his name.
He
was a lookout for
Banfield.
Carl
Jerry
for a
Banfield. No, Banfield's Is it Jerry Banfield? Banfield's the guy that Mike Wheelbarrow Full Duck is the gay guy. That's a Banfield. Jerry, I know who you're talking about.
I think it might not be Jerry.
It is Banfield.
Yeah, it's Banfield. Okay. So yeah, he paid $100 to do that, like that private call with him, and he was such a nice guy. We had all planned on going in there and just trolling the fuck out of him, and he was such a nice guy. Nobody had the nerve to be a dick to him. No, nobody did. And he was actually a very nice guy. It's very hard to be an asshole. I don't have that ability to be a complete dick to somebody who doesn't have it coming, right, Tom?
Okay. Will Blunderfield is the guy that Wheelbarrow Full of Dicks. That's the gay guy that let's rub some mushrooms.
That's the son my butthole guy.
Yes, the son my Nani or Yanni or whatever. The Yanni's a female. I think that's right. All right. We are out of here, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow on a different platform. Whether Tom's here or not, we'll find out tomorrow. All right. Thanks for hanging out. See ya.
Bye.